All right, guys, how's YouTube doing tonight? This is Junior with Shooter Option Targets again. Coming to you live and direct from the Shooter Options Target Dungeon again. No, I'm just joking. No, we love doing what we do. But what we got tonight is we've got our pistol match plaques here. We're cutting these out. And, of course, you can see this one here. It ain't being cleaned up yet. It's got all the dross still left on it and everything. A little slag and all the good stuff. Take the old wire wheel, clean everything up, make it look all nice and neat. And there's some of the finished ones we got done. We've got a whole bunch laying over here. We're going to 22 of these little jokers is what I've got to cut out. I'll be honest with you, I love cutting my signs, but when you go cutting 20 and 30s of stuff, it gets a little monotonous, but I guess that's better than 220. So, but yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a video type style on this stuff here. I'll walk you through the process. I wish I'd got some of the cut videos. I got in a little bit of a hurry. We're in a time crunch situation here and just trying to get them up. It took them a while to come up with a design, and they finally got their colors picked the other night. So I'm having to jump through some hoops here and hustle down on this stuff. But yeah, 22 of these. I'll get you guys some of the, I'll lay everything out here, get the metal etching process started and everything, kind of show you guys a little bit of that. It's not real hard. I won't show you what I use, but you know, that's just part of it. And then yeah, we'll go through there and then I'll get the paint out, show you guys what all we do and have a little fun doing this, I guess, and make a little money at it too. That's what it's all about in these small business deals, ain't it? So all right, guys, stand by. We'll click over to the next one here and we'll get started here shortly. All right, guys, we're back. As I got a little excited again. I went ahead and started the etching process here before I turned on the camera. But as you can see what we got here, we got a little etching material put on them already, and it's already started taking off some of the mill scale that's on these things. And if you guys don't know what the mill scale is, this is your raw piece of metal here, and you can see it's got a little rust on it for sitting out here where it's scrap. But you can see that gray stuff that's on there. And you can see where the rust has penetrated through the mill scale. It comes from the foundry with a little small coating of waste material, oil, you know, anything they use in a refining process to make this flat steel. So when we cut it out and everything, to get the metallics colors to look right, you've got to etch all that mill scale off and get down to the bare metal. You got to get down to where it shines. So that's what we got here. In this bottle here, we've got our etching material, and I'll squirt some on here. Now, this stuff it will take your breath. It's not supposed to be toxic for the environment or anything like that, as far as I know. That's what the company guy told me. I'll take his word for it. It does state that on the bottle, and there are several different YouTube channels you can go to look this process up, and there's a wide variety of things people use to do this with, so just be careful out there. But all right, we'll squirt some on here. We'll show you guys how it makes this stuff kind of disappear a little bit. And you can see it kind of smoking there just to touch it. It'll eat that mill scale right off there. So you can get it on your bare hands and everything. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, but that's what we do. And you can see the discoloration of the ground around here. Is where I've done a bunch of them, and I'm kind of getting iron in the gravel there. It's just a little rust is all it really is, turning that rock different colors. But there's our 22 trophies we're going to have. We're going to they're going to put little plaques. They've already got them engraved and everything. They're little silver plaques they're going to put on there, and we're going to paint. Let's see if I can remember this right. He told me the colors. There is 2 bronze ones. Shoot, I can't remember. 2, 4, 8, and 8, I think. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So 2 bronze, 4 blue, 2 blue, 4 bronze, 8 gold, and 8 green. Is what it's going to be. So that's what we got going on tonight. But yeah, so I'll go through and I'll spray all these down with our acid etching solution there. Get all the mill scale off of them. come back, rinse everything off with a good old water hose there. And of course, you guys know how it is when you put water on bare, nice, shiny metal. Yeah, it starts rusting pretty fast. So you can kind of see that most of that mill scale has started coming off again on these. And I'll have to etch these probably 3 times because there's some tight spots there where everything was cut out and everything. But yeah, we'll etch them probably about 3 times, wash everything off. We'll dry them all off real good and everything, make the rust stop rusting. And then we'll take them back inside, wire wheel everything back down, put our designs on the trophies and everything that we need to, lay them on the paint rack, primer the backs, and then paint our metallic paint on the front. So we'll go through that process too. So all right guys, stand by and we'll get a little more. If you guys want a video of me getting a little more in depth with this stuff right here, I'll try my best. Just leave a comment down below or something, and we'll try to work on a little more or something like that. So, but all right, let me cut over to the next one. We'll be back here in a minute. Later, guys. All right, guys and girls, here we are after the second round of etching material I put on them. You can still see there's still some big spots here and there, but some of them have turned out perfectly clean. It's all nice, new, shiny metal with nice water on it, so it's going to start rusting here just about any second. But about every other one will be clean, and then you'll have some that still have some stuff around the edges and all that. Got to go back and spray another round of etching material on everything. We'll get it all washed off. And just a heads up, if you guys ever try to do this, you want to make sure when you wash these back down with everyday water, I mean just basic water, you don't add no dishwashing liquid, no soap, no nothing. That's where a lot of people make a mistake. But when you wash them down, make sure you do both sides, front and back, and let the water run on them for a long time to get all that oil-based stuff off of them, all the excess oil from the refining process of that steel and everything like that. Make sure it's all gone, or when you spray your metallic paint, you're going to have issues. I guarantee it. So, all right, we'll do round 3, and I'll let you guys see how it looks after we get done and everything, and we'll take a look at them. All right. All right, everybody, here they are after 3 rounds of etching. I've got them all washed up, leaned up against the building here. We are going to let them sit out here and dry for probably about 30 minutes or so. You can already see some of the first ones I set up earlier starting to dry, but you can see pretty much all the mill scales off of them. You'll have a few spots where you'll have to, bear down on the old wire wheel a little more, but they'll clean up great. And we'll put our designs and stuff in them here after a while, and we'll get back with you. And just on a note, just so you guys know, this is a real small business we got going on right here. So I'm just hoping later on in the future I can get enough money to get a washroom for my signs, a nice little paint booth, all that good stuff. So we're liable to have a lot of great content, coming your way here before too much longer, hopefully. So we're just going to keep plugging away at it, guys. All right, stand by. We'll show you the next process. All right, guys, as you can see, I've got them all laid out here. I brought them in now, and they had a little leftover water on them and stuff, but I brought them in here, and we put the kerosene heater on them and warmed them up just a touch. Water evaporated right away. And then we've been getting them over here on the table. And, of course, you can see that is a finished one right there. And here's one we haven't done yet. You see this one's all dull, got some rust on it. You can see that. And this one here is all cleaned up, all nice and shiny. And then you got the back of them over here. See how it gets all rusty and stuff. Of course, now we don't etch the back. What'll happen is we'll get these all cleaned up and everything. And I'll take this over, put our designs and everything we want on it and everything, whatever the customer ordered. If they want like waves or something, or just oriental designs or whatever it may be. Some people get a little carried away with it, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. But and then some people ask for stuff I don't know how to do, so don't shut me on that one too bad. But yeah, and we'll get them over on our paint rack here, and we'll get a coat of primer sprayed on them and everything on the back sides. We'll let all that cure and dry and everything, and then we'll flip them back over and get our metallic on it. So, all right, stand by, guys. All right, so we got we've got 10 done up here. We've got all our designs and these and everything. And they turned out fairly good. See if I can get that light to show just right, but yeah, you can see all the designs in there. And once we spray that metallic on there, and we do some candy and stuff too sometimes. So once you spray that candy paint on there like that, I mean, it'll glimmer and shine. So we're halfway through. I've got 11 here, and I've got 2 coats of primer on the back side of them. We'll get these all dried up and everything, get them time to cure, and we'll move them over to the drying rack over here. We'll get the other half done up and finished. Get them in here, and then we'll be back. We'll be putting paint on stuff. So we're probably not going to use our good paint this time. We're probably not going to break out the candy and stuff. We're probably just going to do some plain Jane metallic stuff on them. Probably straight out of the aerosol can, I'm sure. But it'll still look great. It'll look just like all the other ones do. I mean, that's kind of how we do a bunch of them. So won't be able to tell the difference. But all right, we get these dried up. I'll get paint on all these and everything, and I'll get them all, try to get them all laid out and everything, and I'll bring you guys back and show you the finished product. But yeah, we're going to get to finish these up here. I've got 11 more to wire wheel up and everything. Looks like it's going to be a nice late night. Get the rest of them primered up, get paint on them, and we'll show you all the finished product here real shortly. All right, stand by, guys. All right, so here's the wrap up. We've got all our colors on everything. We've got everything. We've got these here, and then of course we got the rest over here on the drying rack. So, green one's down here, and then the last orange one up there. So everything turned out great. Everything looks good. We'll watch that light glare there. But here's how the blue ones turned out. Turned out real good. That metallic makes them just glisten and shine. I really like this copper color. This is it's a real good color. This green, on the video, this green doesn't look as good. But I mean, if you get back and stand back, it's just as dark as what these other ones are. It's just not pulling it up on the camera. In person, it's pretty awesome looking. But yeah, that's what we got. Gold turned out good. I like the gold one's pretty good. I don't do a whole lot of gold paint, but the metallic turns out pretty good on those. And of course, we aerosoled all these. Little aerosol can action. It's my wife tells me all the time, if I paint that good with an aerosol can, I shouldn't be mixing and putting it in the spray gun and making all that mess that I do. But anyway. So that's the wrap up of the video, guys. That's what we got. So if you like our stuff, check us out on Shooter Option Targets on Facebook, or shooteroptiontargets@gmail.com. That's our email. So yeah, so that's it, guys. All right, thank y'all for watching. If you got any comments or anything, leave them down below. Hit that like button for us, and we'll be back again. All right, thanks, guys.